Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Jessup, and I'm a storyteller and a writer living in Edmonton, Alberta. Today I'm going to be continuing with my series called The Imagination Muscle, Part 3. Now in earlier episodes, we learned about how our imagination is kind of like a muscle in our body. It needs to be exercised and kept in shape so that it will work when you want it to. And one of the best ways to work your imagination is through something called visualization. Now that's just a fancy word that means when you have an idea, you can see it like a picture in your mind. And visualization is very good when it comes to writing stories. Because as a writer, if you have an idea and you're able to see that idea almost like a photograph in your mind or like a little snippet of a movie, then that makes it easier for you to write that idea into your story. So, are you ready for a challenge? Today, I'm going to tell you one of my stories, and while you're listening, I want you to concentrate, get your imagination going, and see if, as the story goes by, your brain can come up with some images and some great pictures. So here we go. The story is called Hillary's Perfect Pet. "Mom, can I have a dog?" Hillary asked her mother one day. "Oh no," said her mother. "We live in a tiny little place. We haven't got room for a dog." "But I really want a dog," Hillary pleaded, and she looked so sad and so pathetic that her mother said what all mothers say when they're not so sure about something. She said, "We'll see." Well, the next day, Hillary's mother brought home, nope, not a dog. She brought home a bird, and she said, "A bird doesn't take up much room. A bird will be the perfect pet." And it was a cute little bird, a bird who liked to chirp and 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 chirp. And it wasn't long before Hillary's mother had a raging headache from all that chirping. "You know, Mom," hinted Hillary, "dogs, they don't chirp." "I know," sighed her mother, "but they do sometimes bark. And besides, dogs like to chew on things." And she looked around at her nice unchewed furniture, and she shook her head firmly. "But Mom, I really want a dog," Hillary pleaded. And her mother said, "We'll see." The next day, Hillary's mother brought home a hamster. And she said, "A hamster is a nice, quiet animal. I watched this hamster in the pet store for a whole hour. He didn't even chirp once. I think a hamster will be the perfect pet." Well, do you know, he was a great little hamster. A hamster who liked to play in his cage all night long. Whirr, click, 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 click went his little wheel. Whirr. Jingle, 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 chimed his little toy bell. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle went the newspaper that lined the bottom of the cage. And in the morning, Hillary's mother looked very tired. She phoned the man at the pet store. "Hamsters are nocturnal animals," he told her. "What does nocturnal mean?" asked Hillary. "Oh no," said her mother. "It means they like to play at night." Said Hillary, hinting, "You know, Mom, dogs, they like to sleep at night." "I know," laughed her mother, "but dogs shed their hair all over the place. They have big muddy paw prints. They make such a mess." She shook her head firmly. "But Mom, I gotta have a dog," Hillary pleaded. And her mother said, "We'll see." The next day, Hillary's mother brought home a goldfish. And she said, okay. A goldfish will be the perfect pet. It doesn't take up too much room. It doesn't chew on things or shed. It doesn't make any noise. And it won't keep me up all night. She said, "Hillary, I think you are going to love your goldfish." And she gave Hillary the fishbowl. Hillary took the fishbowl, but as she watched that fish swimming around and around and around and around, she thought to herself, what I really wanted was a dog. And what she said to her mother was, "We'll see." Well, the next morning, Hillary's mother said, "Hillary, how did you like your new pet?" "Gee, Mum," said Hillary, "he's a lovely fish, but..." "But what?" said her mother. "Did he make too much noise?" Said Hillary. "Well, did he keep you up all night?" Yeah, said Hilary. Well then, said her mother, what's the matter with them? And Hilary tried to find a polite way to explain it. She said, Mom, you can't exactly play with a fish. Ah, said her mother, I never thought about that. And they were both quiet for a minute. And then Hilary had a bright idea. She said, Mom, when I was little, did I make a lot of noise? Oh, yes, said her mother. Morning, noon, and night. Sometimes even in the middle of the night. And, Mom, did I chew on things I wasn't supposed to and sometimes make a mess? Definitely, laughed her mother. In fact, you still do. But, Mom, said Hilary, smiling really sweetly, you love me anyway, don't you, Mom? Of course I do, dear, beamed her mother. Well, I love you too, Mom, growled Hilary, and I would really love a dog. Hilary's mother threw her arms up into the air. You win, she said. I suppose we could get a very little dog. Hooray, said Hilary, hooray! A dog will be the perfect pet. Her mother nodded. And then her mother did what all mothers do when they're really, really happy. She gave her kid a great big hug. And that's the story. So how did you make out? Were you able to see some pictures? Good for you. Remember, the more you do, the better you get at it. So keep on practicing. Now, in my next video, we'll work on more of the imagination muscle, part 4, and we'll be talking about imagining good story ideas. But until then, keep practicing, keep pretending. I'm Kathy Jessup. Thanks for watching. And thanks also to the Young Alberta Book Society, because they're the proud sponsors of the YABS TV channel.